the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. Waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I
Oh boy, y'all hit that like button. I'm starting to feel better. Therapy session 1.0 was fun today, and now we're in therapy session 2. How about you? Ooh. BSC Property Maintenance, I see you, homie. Thanks for all the love and support always, man. Salute to you, all right? Q is in the building. Oh, y'all like my singing? Y'all like my singing? Y'all want some freestyle singing? You know, I usually charge people for this now, but I'm going to give y'all some freestyle singing. Freestyle singing. Freestyle singing. Oh, I don't know what to freestyle, which means I'm lost. I'm lost, and I'm trying to be found. Someone find me in the midst of the wilderness. I'm in a jungle with dolphins, and there ain't no water around. Please lead us to the ocean. That is our grounds. Dolphins out of water. Dolphins out of water. Please, oh please, someone lead us to water. Oh. Hey, I told y'all I usually charge for that. Y'all just got the whole concert, man. Y'all just got the concert, man. Oh, dang. Q said I ain't going to Hollywood because I am Hollywood. I am Hollywood. See, that was a little R&B churchy. You know, I don't know. You know, see, I can do any genre, man. Somebody said, what on earth? Oh, I just lost 500 subscribers out. Oh man, y'all stop coming for me like that, man. Y'all let me live, man. My wife can't stand when I sing. She said I'm the worst singer of all time, man. Maybe that's what McDaniel need to do. Bring me in the locker room. When they play bad, just have me sing and then threaten them. I'm gonna have TD sing. Tua, what's wrong with you? I say Tua, there's two of you. One of you excites me. The other makes me sad. Either way, it's not funny when you're glad. Oh, Tua. All right, man. We're going to have to drop a CD, man. We're going to drop a CD, man. Y'all let me know if y'all want the CD. Why am I saying CD? Why am I saying we're going to drop an album? We're going to drop a streaming album. I'm way back in the day when we used to have a CD. Who had a CD player? Let me know in the chat. Who had a CD player, man? Who had a CD player? I had a cassette player. See, I was a little boy, and I had a cassette player under my pillow at night. I had bunk beds with my brother. We shared bunk beds. And I had me a little tape player, and I had a little cassette tape where you flip it. Yep, I had that. That's as far back as I go. I don't do the 8-track stuff, but I had a cassette player, and I had some Lil Wayne on there. I'm talking about the first Lil Waynes, you know, back in the day. I'm talking about before Hot Boys. If you know, you know. So yeah. Then we went to CD players. Ooh, we got the CD players. You know, you gotta wipe them off. You know, just in case it got a scratch. Put it in, hit play. The thing don't come on. All right. As long as you cleaned it enough to come on. Then all of a sudden, what did we have? What was after that? It was something after that. Before the iPod, the thing. Before those, there was what was it called, man? They used to like the first like iPods or whatever. They had a name to it. I was in college. It was different brands. I know some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Zune. Oh, delusional. Delusional Patriots fan for the W. Yeah, MP3 and all that was on TV. Y'all remember LimeWire? Y'all remember LimeWire? You can get the songs and all. Yep. I used to burn CDs. Yeah, I remember, man. You see, man, people don't, man, half of people listening right now like, what is he talking about? But you just hit me with the Zoom. That was when I was like a freshman in college. I went to the bookstore and I ain't know you get book credit. They like, hey, get your books. You got like 600 left over. You got like 1,200 left over. What? I got money? All right, let me get that computer. What's this? This play music, Zoom? Yep, I remember spending that refund check money. Could have been going to a refund check, but I was spending it because I ain't know better. But yeah, man, LimeWire was so virus filled, but hey, you got what you needed. You got what you needed. Man, you see the therapy over here, man. We sometimes we got to go back, man. CD, RW, yup. Man, Gosh, time flies, man. Half of the people listening right now don't even know what we talking about. They have no clue what we even talking about. Some people know the cassette and the CD. Then when I went into the Zoom, all right, you lost me. That's those my older people. Then some people like, I don't know the cassette player, CDs, I heard of them. And then Zoom, okay, it's starting to pick up. It's crazy, man. That's why I always tell people VHS and all that. Yeah, of course, man. See, I had a Super Nintendo back when you had to get that piece on the back that hooked to the UHS and VHS or whatever, and then it came out like a oxo cable cord. Then you hooked it up. Y'all don't know nothing about all that. But yeah, man. That's why I always say I was born in the perfect time. That's why I always say the people that's like between like 38 and 44 or whatever, you've seen it. You've seen it all. Not all like the, the 60s and all that, but you've seen everything to encompass you really for the rest of your life to where you're able to keep up to me, in my opinion. Just my opinion. Because we got a taste of what, our parents had, and we were the transition period. I'm talking about you go from industrial to technology. We are the ones who experience every part of it, the inception to now. We're the ones, because it came right when we were legible to actually understand it, aka millennials. TD, yeah, I guess. Yeah. Well, no, not the whole group of millennials, though. I don't think it's all millennials. I don't. That's the problem. I don't think that it's all millennials. Hold on. Yeah, like I said, millennials stretch 15 years, right? And I feel like, say you're 30 years old, nah, you don't know what I'm talking about, really. You were a baby during it, so you didn't get to consume it. That transition between CDs and iPods and Zooms and all of that, you were 4 or 5 years old. You didn't get to really understand what the transition, and nothing really about the cassette. So that's why I say it ain't even all the millennials. It's like literally that group of people that's between age like 38 to 44. Yeah, you can adapt to any situation in any era, any atmosphere, any. Yeah, you had it all. You had the coddled era. You had the get it how you live era. You had the era of being on your cell phone all day, and the era of going outside and being on the block all day. The street light come on. Like you had it all. That small little, like it's like a 7-year period, in my opinion. You had it all. You understood it all. And even if it wasn't your era, you were more relevant to where you can dig back into it. Like vinyls, records. I'm sad. Like I bought a record player just because it was something that was vintage, but I enjoy it. Beepers and payphones. See, that's what I'm talking about. You said beepers. You know how many people don't even know what a beeper is? When I was a kid where you had to put your finger in the phone and the roto phones. We didn't use them in my age, but I was a kid seeing it and playing with it. You see what I mean? We got it all. We saw all of it because this is one of the fastest transitions in history. One of the fastest transitions in history from industrial to technology. And it literally happened, like, in my opinion, like 2000 to like 2005. It was like a blitz. It was a blitz. Now we're getting into AI, but that's going to be drawn out because it's so many things it's going to replace everything. So it'll take a while, but it's here. Motorola 2. What about Nextels? Hey, where you at? Nextels. Oh man, come on, man. Let me get to the show, man. Y'all trying to bring us back. Hey, listen, I'll go back. I ain't gonna lie. like kids don't realize this, and I didn't realize it when I was a kid. But yeah, man, those are the times though, man. Those were it. Now life is just full of manipulation and people. It's crazy, man. Anyway, BSC Property Maintenance in the building said TD is the new halftime show at the Super Bowl. Hey man, call Goodell, man. Get it done. Get it done. Listen, y'all think it's a game. Tune up on them. All right, here we go. Night Wolf said, you knew you was living well with the 6-disc changer in your car. What? Man, I remember the phone in the car. What up? I remember the phone in the car. Lincoln Town cars. Man, y'all ain't ready. All right. I still crave Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah. I did a little bit of it, but you know, where I grew up, man, listen, people think I be playing when I say this. Where I grew up, your mama put you out the door in the morning. She put you outside. All right, you might get a little Pop-Tart or something to eat for breakfast. You outside. Go outside. When you outside, them doors locked. And you know what? That door open probably around 11 a.m. because you're out there by 8:30 and you out there all day, all early evening, and that door locked, and then it opened at 11 just for a frozen jug of water to hit the porch. Then it closed and locked. It closed and locked, and then the sun melt the jug gradually, and you just keep coming to get something to drink, but you playing football in the street. You riding your bikes. You doing everything. We were even playing, Nintendo and Super Nintendo under the carport, like hook a TV up. And Super Nintendo had this switch on it where like 8 people could play. I remember that. But yeah, that's how I grew up, man. Saturday morning cartoons, maybe one, but we were outside and with the neighborhood, on our block, on our street. And we had other kids our same age on the street, and we thugging it out all day out there. And then my daddy got home from work around 5, and then next, sometimes we cutting the grass, doing all this and that and this. But we outside to like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Then you come in, you eat outside. Here, come get your food. We out eating outside on the bench, and you go take a shower. Sometimes we go fishing. Just depends. But we were outside. That's how I grew up. But as I grew up, the transitions of life changed. Cell phones, all that. I was a part of it. I experienced it all. All right, let me see here. You letting the cool air out. You better know it. You tracking my flow. Get out my house. You tracking my flow. Yep. You letting the cool air out. Man. Leave the door open if you want to. I know, right? Knock, knock. Can I come out to play? Yep. Your neighbor. Hey, can Maurice come out to play? All right. And yep. And here they give them 20 minutes. Then they got to finish some chores or whatever it is. They be knocking on our door. Some days it be quiet. You in trouble, you in the house on punishment, and you just like, man, I hope they come over and knock on the door. Man, y'all don't know nothing about it. Drink from the water hose. Yeah. So when we had a frozen jug of water, you know how it's slow, the first beginning, and then it's like big ice clunks inside. You get that water hose, you put it in there, you get ice, but when that go out, yeah, you drinking from the water hose. That's how I grew up. You drinking from that water hose. But what was it, man? That water hose water was good. Listen, man, I don't trust nothing today. I don't trust none of this water today. But that water hose water was like better than the house water. I don't know. I thought it was. And it used to be cool. I don't know what it was, but in Florida, once it run, and it's cool too. It's cool enough. Some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all, we had to go outside. Yeah, man. Man, it never tasted good, but we didn't mind it. Hey, it tasted good in my city. I was in Hollywood, Hollywood, Florida, right there, Some of y'all was in some bad little areas, probably got some little tainted water, but over in Hollywood, we were good. That water was straight. All right. Going to the Storehouse lady, man, truly thankful. Don't get me started. Squeeze cups, hot sausages, pickled eggs. Sometimes you gotta go to the store for pig feet. Moon pies, star crunches at the stove. Oh man, y'all see what y'all doing to me. Y'all gotta stop this mess, man. Y'all gotta stop this mess. This triple down nostalgia lane is awesome. These are the things we did. And yeah, there was a storehouse lady. There was frozen cups with fruit in it. Nah, I ain't did that. Not with no fruit in it. Now we had squeeze cups. What color you want? Green, blue, red, pink, yellow. I mean, every color. It wasn't nothing but Kool-Aid frozen. But you get it to the point where you ploop the cup and then you turn it over and start from the bottom with a good. Oh man, $5 was a feast at Taco Bell. Man, what are you talking about? Taco Bell. You know what $5 could have got me just in the neighborhood? $5 in it, man. All I needed was $2.25, and I'm rich. I'm going to the store. All right, let me go ahead and get me a Star Crunch. Man, you can get a little pint of ice cream for $1. Man, come on, man. You go get them drinks. Man, let me get a squeeze cup. We're going to stop by the squeeze cup lady house. Let me get a hot sausages. Let me go ahead and get me some Long Boys. And that's those caramel coconut candies. Man, you know how much stuff you can get. You can load a bag up with $2, $3. You talk about $5. Man, I'm smart. I'm saving that. That's 2 days worth. That's Saturday and Sunday. Man, ain't that crazy though? Like I think about, you know what makes me think back is whenever we used to can get like 6 2-liter sodas for $1 in the grocery store. Like some of y'all don't know that. You can get like almost like 6 2-liter sodas in the grocery store for $1 when they on sale. You can get like 6 2 liters for $1. Literally. Candy bars, $3, $4, $4. You know how they used to add a little 25 on it? And then man, y'all remember the little cakes and stuff? It'd be like Star Crunch and all that. Some of them, like the White Debbie cakes, be 25, but the Star Crunch, 35. That's do I want to get a Star Crunch? It's 10 cents more. You making life decisions on 10 cents. Because if I get the Star Crunch, I can only get 3 of the Long Boys instead of 5. Man, nickels matter. You get a nickel, you can go get a crybaby. And I ain't being like biased or nothing, but you know, the Arab was always cool at the store. I'm just saying that's what it was. His name was Sajid. Yep. What up, Sajid? What up, man? Hey man, let me get 5 of these for 20 cents. Go ahead, man. And knowing that it's 30. See, we bargaining. Y'all bringing me back. Oh, Warheads. Somebody done put Warheads in the chat. See, I was a sour candy kid. But here's the problem. And I thank God that I ain't got no health problems today. I swallow gum. That's why I don't chew it anymore today. I swallow gum. Ever since a little boy. Give me Warheads. I'm all that sour out, all the sweet out. What I'm going to do with it? Throw it away? No, something in my mind just wouldn't let me. I swallow it. Thank God I never had any problems with it. But here I am today. But that's why I don't chew gum today. I don't chew gum or gum candy because it's been a habit since a kid. So I just don't even do it no more because as I got older, I'm like, they say I'm not supposed to. But yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did, man. Lemon heads, man, why y'all doing this to me? You put a lemon head in your mouth and your teeth and you start to take the sour part from her. Now, I stopped liking the actual lemon head inside. Just get the stuff outside and don't let it be one of those big ones where you can kind of like bite the outside off of it. Oh, man. Big league chew gum. Hey, that big bag, man. But you know, with big league, oh crap, I'm sorry. Forget the big league chewing gum. Somebody just said Boston baked beans. Y'all, you about to make me lose one. Boy, I'd go through a whole 3 boxes of Boston baked beans. And those was what, 20 cents? 20 cents? Pop Rocks? Yeah, here and there on the Pop Rocks. Jawbreakers. See, my brother was a jawbreaker person. Not so much me. I get it on occasions. Nerds, yeah, that's a give-in. See, I'm a sour candy. You know, I'm a sweet tart. I'm a sour Skittles. I'm a sour straws. Sour straws. Oh, see, I eat 5 packs of them. My stomach hurt every time. But I eat them. Sour straw. Fireballs, you get them. But, you know, I wasn't crazy about them, but I got them sometimes. Warheads, y'all really taking me, man. Why y'all doing this to me? I'm a war. Sugar babies, man. Airheads, man. Now and later, oh man. Let me tell y'all a story. So I went to Colbert Elementary School, right? And where I went to elementary school, literally 100 yards from my elementary school is the middle school. And then 20 yards from that is the gas station on the corner of the middle school. So from elementary to the gas station, you got to pass the middle school. And our high school is like 200 yards away. But anyway, I'll never forget, man. I got a whooping, by the way. You know, if y'all don't know what that is, that's when your daddy beat you with a belt, okay? I got a whooping because my God bless the dead, my Uncle Richard, my daddy used to drop us off to elementary school. And we'll walk slow into the gate. Soon as he gone far enough the way he gone, we beelining. Because we always got to school like 30 minutes early. So we walking fast. Every morning we go to that gas station. Every morning we go to get those black now and laters. And we were doing good for all year. And all it took is one time for my Uncle Richard going fishing. Oh, I seen your kids at the gas station. Snitch, man. My uncle, God bless. But yeah, man, he snitched on us. We got in so much trouble because we used to walk away from the school we were getting dropped off at every morning about 6 blocks down the road to the gas station to get our now and laters and go back to elementary school every morning. Every morning. And we got snitched on. Old snitch. But God bless him. All right. Nickel and dime. Man, it was everything, man. Jolly Ranchers, 5 cents. No, but here's the thing. See, people don't know this because I don't really see it anymore. When you went in the corner store, the whole bottom row is nickel candies. And you had about 20 varieties. The whole bottom row is like big old shelf basket areas of nickel candies. Fireballs, Jolly Ranchers, everything you can name, just down the bottom row. And you buying all your big stuff. You go to the register, you cash out, you got 38 cents left. Now you over there in the little candies trying to add up what all you can get. That's how it worked, man. And lucky me, I live right around the corner from the corner store. My house is right around the corner. When I say right around the corner, is my house, 5 houses to the right, and that 5th house at the end of the block at the stop sign, behind that is the corner store. So I just had to walk right around the corner. That's it. So imagine being a kid living outside playing all day. We got access to the corner store. We back and forth all day. And don't let my Uncle Danny, God bless his soul, he passed too. Don't let my Uncle Danny come from New Jersey into town. I was his favorite nephew. What's up, Uncle Danny? Hey, man, he come $10. Oh, man, I'm rich. I'm rich for about a week. $10? Then you go across the street to my Uncle Simon. Hey, Uncle Simon, you got some change? Oh, no. And he just, man, and why all of them kept pockets of like, man, they had to have $5,000 worth of quarters in their pocket. These old men used to keep bundles of change in their pocket. Now, 5,000 is exaggerating, but I promise you, they had to have about $40 worth of pocket change, man. Used to always go to him, let me get some change on his all right, and he digging through, got like $40 worth of change, giving me like $1.60 or something. Hey, it worked. It worked. But them was the days, man, Kmart, man, they done closed about all them down. Used to go to Kmart, Circuit City. See, y'all really going back to even all the old stores. All these things closed down. All of them. Hood candy ain't the same. It's not. It's not. And back then, everything in the store used to be up to date. Y'all better start checking y'all dates. I go to any corner store today. You grab something, you go to the car, take a look at the date. How you got something on your shelf a year and 3 months old? Past the expiration date. Y'all better check that stuff these days. Y'all better check that stuff. This is a group therapy session for Dolphin fans. Yeah, man, we going down memory. See, we ain't even thinking about the Dolphins right now. We having a good old time. Nene said Payless, boy. Nene said Payless. See, but here's the thing about Payless. It was nothing in there for me but church shoes. It was nothing in Payless for me growing up but church shoes. Yep, you go get some $11 to $13 church shoes. Yep. It wasn't nothing Payless for me but church shoes. Outside of that, I don't recall ever wearing Payless shoes. But church shoes. Used to go get them church shoes, them black ones with that little thing in the front. And every boy in church got the same ones on. Just about. Unless you got a little money, it look a little more sleek and, you probably went somewhere else. Yep. The Gap. Nah, I ain't grow up in the Gap. C007. That was the next level. And when I say growing up, I'm talking about being a little boy all the way to maybe about to about 10 years old, I would say. A little boy to about 10 years old is what I meant by growing up. Because when I turned 10, my whole life changed at 10 years old or 11. It was 10 or 10. I think 10 or 11 years old, my whole life changed for multiple reasons. But one thing I'll never forget. My mom and my dad, they took me to Sears. And I had to go school shopping. And I don't know, maybe I was growing up and I was starting to feel myself. And, I probably wanted more fashionable things because that's when things started to change in that sense. And they took me to Sears and they got me 4 outfits for school. And when I say school, the school year. So y'all understand that. And I never forget Bugle Boy. I don't know if y'all ever heard of that. I had 4 Bugle Boy outfits for school. And I'll never forget, I don't know, because I was never like this, but at that point, I was just like, that was whenever I got to the age where I kind of felt embarrassed, I guess, like as a little boy, because, your friends, they starting to wear this and wear that, or you got a pair of Nikes or whatever, stuff like that. So it was never in me until that point. And I had Bugle Boy. So I said Bugle Boy was the it. Yeah, it probably was at the time, though, So they took me, I got me some Bugle Boy, but from that moment on, because I only had 4 outfits, and you'll rotate your outfits and then you'll change, patterns of it. I told myself from that point on, never again. Your boy was 10 years old grinding. I was going to work with my granddaddy, going to work with my uncle, going to work with my dad, doing this, doing that. I'm the aunties. You need your grass cut. You need, the hedges. Man, I was everywhere. I was getting that cash and little boy cash. I work a full day to make $10. I come do this for that. I was getting that cash, and I ain't never lost that mentality from that day. So when I got in, so by the time I got into high school, my parents, from the 6th, 7th grade, my parents didn't have to spend a dime on me. I even go to the grocery store and be buying me stuff. Not that I wasn't getting fed. I was still getting fed, but I'll go get whatever I needed. My parents did a lot for me when I got to college and all that stuff, but they really, my whole like upper middle school and in high school, I bought my own clothes. I did everything myself. I worked hard. I painted houses by myself. Literally, I'll paint your house. How much they quoting you? $3,000? Give me $10 an hour. Give me $10 an hour. You know how you go on end of the year field trips, the Busch Gardens and all of that one night? They only need about $50 spending. Your boy had about $300-$400 in his pocket. Fresh fit, fresh shoes, all paid for. All paid for. And then y'all really taking me back. Y'all talk about Fila, talk about Rockaware. I'm about to hit some of y'all in the head with this one. because it was a whole era of style. And I was on the top of the game with it. Watch this. I'm about to throw something out there. Some of y'all gonna be like, oh. Some of y'all remember Saucony's? Some of y'all remember Saucony's? All the colors. The Saucony shoes. Man, I was out there getting colors, boy. I was getting the orange, had the orange shirt with the blue pet. Man, I was, boy, your boy was fly. Boy, I Saucony, man, my ninth grade year, I Saucony the school up. Everybody started getting them. The red, the blue, man, y'all don't know. Hush puppies. Oh. This man said hush puppies. This man said hush puppies, man. Who was that? Who was that? They certified. Mr. B, you certified. You certified. That man said hush puppies. You certified. You certified. You was in the Saucony hush puppy era. Oh my gosh, y'all really hitting hard right now. This man said hush puppies. I forgot about that. I thought I was hitting you with Saucony's. Because I was on the hush puppy game too. TD, I had sky blue. So did I. I had the sky blue. I had the orange. I had, man, your boy Saucony'd up with the matching shirts. Man, it was a whole era. Saucony had to make billions. It was like a 3 to 4 year stretch. They had to make billions. Reebok classics. The whites and the blacks in the story. Oh man, kangaroos, yep. Man. Then I went off the rail in high school. Cause remember, I was one of them rare kids. I was getting cash. Wallabies, oh man, y'all hitting hard right now. Fat Farm, FUBU, Sean John. What? Y'all hitting hard. But you know what? Your boy, I was a little bit of a stunner though. So at one point when I got to high school, me and my boy Ron, we did it different. We left all that wave before everybody else. Man, we were in the mall. We were buying $80 shirts every week. We was getting polos, Tommy, with the whole kit, the sweatsuits, the shorts. Man, on Valentine's Day, I go to what was it called? Just for Feet or whatever, over there in Oakwood Plaza. I go get some all white Air Force Ones, some white Tommy Hilfiger shorts, red Tommy Hilfiger polo, walking up in the school with the balloons and flowers, everything. You know they were hating on my girl, you know. Oh, your boy was smooth. Hey, I was dangerous, man. I was dangerous. And listen, Air Force Ones, you know how you got all white Air Force Ones and they clean? The high tops. I always did high tops. I was never a low top person. Shout out to all the low top people, but I was always high top. But the Air Force Ones, you know how they get dirty? They don't get dirty. They still white, but you know how they start to, you know, right? Man, my homie told me the biggest secret ever. I was so mad. Because I would get a pair of Air Force Ones every 2 weeks. $85. Tell you no lie. Every 2 weeks. Turn yellow. You know what I mean, how they turn. They not pure white anymore. You got pure whiteness for about 6 days. Then they start to shift. You know they ain't fresh. You know a fresh Air Force Ones, right? And they start to turn. My homie told me the secret to it. How to keep them pearly white. And I tell kids to this day how to do it, and they can't believe me, and they do it. They like, oh my gosh. I said, man, the only reason I tell y'all, young generation, so you don't make the mistake I made. Because I was keeping up with my brother, my homie, Ron. He had a fresh pair of Air Force One. You'd think he was buying them every 3 days. I said, man, I'm tired of buying these Air Force Ones. Like every 2 weeks, I'm dropping to 85. He like, what you talking about? I said, you gotta know you over here fresh with the fresh white every week coming out the box. He say, man, that's the same box. I say, how you keep them clean? You buy that little scrub stuff they sell in the mall? He was like, no, bro. He started laughing at me. He said, let me tell you the trick. No, this is what he did. He took my Air Force Ones. He said, I'm going to bring them back tomorrow. He brought them back. They were brand new. I said, dang, you bought these for me? He was like, no, them yours. Them the ones you just had that was faded. I said, what did you do? He said, just take them to the cleaners. I said, you a lie. All you got to do is take your Air Force Ones to the cleaners. I don't know what they do, but they brand new. The pearly white is back. And I'm talking about, it ain't like they use the white stuff. Take your Air Force Ones to the cleaners. Pay your little $6 too. It was cheap. Pearly brand new. I was like, are you kidding? This what you been doing? Take them to the cleaners. I never knew such thing existed. I still to this day don't know what they be doing, but you hand them to them, you get them back. Them boys brand new looking. I'm like, wow. He like, yeah, man, I've been taking mine to the cleaner. I buy them once every 6 months to a year. I ain't know you was buying them every other week. I was like, man, this is crazy. It's like 20 now. I didn't know. I had no idea. I didn't know you take shoes to the cleaners. See, I'm used to the only thing that need to be cleaned other than the washing machine is your church shoes. And then when you wipe them and clean them, you go get that black ink stuff that they put on the shoes and you paint it like, y'all know what I'm talking about with the little cotton ball at the end with the squeezer. That's all I knew. And then they came out with the white one. I'm like, man, I even tried to use that before, but it don't look the same. But yeah, man. Oh, man. Oh, he said, TD, you serious? I can take my Jordans to the cleaners. Bro, I'm going that tomorrow morning. It should work the same. I don't know like how the colors, I just used to wear all white. Now, if you got Jordan 1s and they all white, I'm sure it'll do the same thing. But take them to the cleaners. That's all you got to do. And them boys, pearly new. I was shocked. Who's the cleaners? Oh, Lord. They joking, but they might be serious. Who's the cleaners? The cleaners, man, where you take your clothes and they see, yeah, I got some bougie ways. Because when I graduated college and I went into corporate America, the only laundry I did were undergarments, like socks, underwear, undershirts. That's the only laundry I did. People call me bougie, but I would take all my shirts and pants to the cleaners. And I go pick it up. It's like, and again, I had like $120 to $25 bill every 2 weeks. But I go, everything fresh, hang it up. You wear fresh clothes every time, and it was crisp and nice, neat. I used to be big on dry cleaning. Now I don't do it no more because your boy got 6 kids, and it's 8 of us. So anything like that is like, yeah, your boy got to hit the Powerball or something to be trying to be spending $800-900. Every 2 weeks on dry cleaning. But yeah, that's what I used to do. Definitely high tops. Yeah. Dry cleaners, bro. Yeah, man. Listen, this ain't a night to be politically correct. The cleaners, man. Ain't nobody take to dry cleaners. Man, the cleaners, man. Take them to the cleaners. Dry cleaners, man. All this political correctness. It's called a dry cleaner, man. Y'all stop, man. It's the cleaners. Y'all ain't get the message yet. We talking. We in there. We're in the streets right now. All right. The Air Pippins. Nah, your boy ain't had the Air Pippins. I had the pennies. I can do the same thing the cleaners do. Yeah, maybe. I guess. Yeah. Some of y'all know what to do. That ain't political correctness, TD. You got white fans. You might be. Yeah. I mean, listen. Dry cleaners. From where I'm from, we call it the cleaners. The cleaners. Take these out there to the cleaners. It's that simple, all right? Converse All-Stars. Yeah, man, had that era too. But here's the thing about the Converse. They hurt my feet. Yeah. Who wore lugs? Gosh, man. Yeah, I mean, ain't it crazy? Like when you go back, all those things. But I still ain't get over them hush puppies, man. the all black, the blue, and man, the hush puppies. See, it's something about the basic shoe, and then you change the colors. As long as they look solid enough, you can wear them with anything. Yeah, man. Big time. But yeah, I got out of that phase about 11th grade, and your boy was a little high class in high school. But I kept cash in my pocket as a young man. I kept cash in my pocket, man. I was a valet driver at a country club, and I love that job. Like, I made so much money being a high school student, going to work as a valet driver at a upscale hotel country golf course country club. That was fun because it helped me have a really good, because I had my license at the age of 14. I had a driver's license, not a learner's permit, a driver's license. Well, I had my learner's permit at 14 too, but I got my license 6 months later. I failed my first license test because they said I didn't do a complete stop at a stop sign. I kind of like stopped but didn't and rolled through. Failed me. So I had to wait months and then go do it again. But I got my driver's license at 14. I used to steal my mama her car when she was praying in church. As soon as they did like the altar call and then they'll all get down and pray, I go in her purse, get her keys, sneak out the back door and go drive her car. Cause they were praying for like 20 minutes, man. And I just steal my mama keys, get in the car with my sister and all that. We rolling around the hood. I mean, in the area in Carver Ranches, and then we park it. By the time we back in church, we put it in her purse. Amen. I ain't gonna lie, boy. And my mom, she caught me a few times. But I kept telling her I can drive. It's good. I mean, I always get it back safe. But yeah. But then, man, y'all taking me back now, man. Y'all taking me way back. But I was a kid that had cash. I was a valet parker at like 16 and a half years old. I was a valet parker, and we made like $6 an hour. But we also got tips, and that's what we really made money off. And as a high school student, and you're making $6 an hour, but you're getting like on a Saturday morning from like 6 a.m. to like 2 p.m., you made like $190. Man, I was living life in high school. That was everything. And I worked the nights too. And I remember, and people like Scottie Pippen would pull up. Scotty ain't never want you in his car, so he paid for VIP to stay up front. But I understand why he ain't want us in the car. But anyway, but yeah, man, them are the days, man. Big fun. I worked, my first job, though, official job, was Winn-Dixie. I was a bagger. But that's when you was a bagger back then, making a little $5.25 an hour, you can walk people to their car with their groceries and put them in and get tips. Your boy was hustling in too. If on a good day, I go bag groceries, and because as a minor, you had to you could only work like up to 5 hours, and only on Saturday, Sunday. I work 10 hours a week, Saturday, Sunday, and I'll bag people's stuff. And my goal was to be so pleasant and help people put their stuff in their car. I would make about $22 a day in tips. Taking people's stuff to their car, putting it in their neat, shutting it. Thank you, being polite. And I used to make my little $22 in tips. I buy some food and all of that stuff, the stuff I like. Man, I'm telling you, I was getting it at a young age. I was getting cash. However I could. I was making money. I was making it work for me. So Winn-Dixie was my first job, and then I did a lot of odd jobs and made a lot of money, like for people cutting grass, washing cars, hedging hedges, and all type of stuff. Any work that I could find and somebody could give me, I was working at a young age doing it. And I took care of pretty much all my stuff. Then I got a job at Boston Market when I was in high school. And that was straight because you had a 50% discount. So I have a whole meal for like $3. But yeah, your boy used to grind, man. Then I went to college. First one in my line of family to go to college, and graduated that in corporate America. Now I'm here doing what I love, enjoying myself. And that's what started all of this out in this conversation. All right. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Time to bring some people in. I'm going to let y'all chop it up. I've done enough talking for 50 minutes because y'all took me down memory road. That wasn't the goal, but it was fun while it lasted. My CD will be coming out soon. I gave y'all a preview of it at the beginning of the show. All right, Chris.
Yo, what up, TD? How you doing, brother?
I'm great. Yourself?
Man, I'm doing all right, bro. I'm at work right now, man. We out here. I'm hooking up
I
the
love
cable.
it. You out there grinding, huh?
Yes, bro. Man, I've been following you since 2019, man. I remember that Ravens game, brother.
Wow.
Man, it feels like we might need to do that all over again, bro. Man, it's hard because you want to stay optimistic, but I mean, it's hard, man. They beating us down, brother. I don't even know. That game, it's week one, but week one still means a lot. And the way that we looked just so flat. We looked like the worst team in the NFL. I watched that Giants game against the Commanders. We looked worse than the Giants. And the Giants are terrible. And there's so much talent on this roster. I just don't understand, to be honest with you.
Yeah, if we're gonna be fair, I think it's important too to let the rest of let next week play out to get a better gauge. Because week one things happen, but yeah, man, we look terrible. It's just not a good look.
Yeah, and I'm just like, man, the play calling sometimes, like, Tua, he has a lot of limitations, right? And one thing that he's always been good at has been the play action. So I understand why Mike McDaniel would want to call the play action, but I like the way you guys are flaming Omar today, man. That was hilarious. I was watching that whole thing. Omar over here talking about we had a good run game. What game was he watching? We didn't have a good run game for the first half, especially, and they're over here calling play actions. We never even established the run, and we're getting blown up every single time. And I'm just like, man, like, this play calling is crazy work. I hope they can get it together. I'm one of those fans where I just want the team to succeed. I mean, would I like to have a different QB? Most likely, yeah. Seeing Herbert ball out, it sucks. Knowing that we could possibly have had that. But I mean, I just want us to succeed, bro. So I mean, whatever we need to do to get there, I'm willing. But
what happened? Yeah,
sorry,
I
can you hear
mean,
me?
to end to just have a worse. To what end? To have a worse draft pick?
That's the problem, right? And that's what you were saying. That's what I love when you're talking about Tua, man. He's always going to be good enough to win you games, but is he going to be good enough to get you there? And yeah, O-line, we can complain about the O-line and this and that, but you were right. I mean, what quarterback wasn't running around? I mean, look at Herbert put the team on his back to win that game against the Chiefs. Allen put the team on his back to win that game. Like, Tua, man, I like the guy. I really do. But and then, what really, kind of threw me off about him a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. I felt he was very arrogant after the game. The pressers and talking about the film room. I'm going to be looking at who's in the film room. Like, brother, you need to look at yourself, man. That's not the right time. I maybe understand if you would have said that later on in the week after practice, like, oh, we're working this and that. But hey, it ain't hard to come out there on the podium and just be like, you know what? That's on me. That's on me. Even if it wasn't, you know what I mean? Even if such and such missed the block and people were running wrong routes or whatever, you're the QB. You played bad. Go out there and be like, yeah, you know what? I played bad. That's on me. Next week's going to be different.
Gotta own it. You have to own it.
And he's over here talking about, Omar asked that question bunches, and he was all like, flustered about it. I don't know, man. I get it because he's been so passive for so long. So he's finally feels like he finally has like more of a voice, and you can tell that. You can tell that he's definitely trying to come into that role more. But man, like if I'm Tyreek, bro, I mean he's the best player on our team, and I can tell everyone knows he's frustrated. You can only imagine what he's thinking. And it's like Tua plays terrible and wants to go over here talking about, oh, I want to see who's in the film room, blah, 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 blah. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
like, I don't believe in that. It was wild, man. So, I don't know. I think we could beat the Pats. I think we could beat the Patriots. The Patriots, I mean, they haven't scared me for years, but I'll tell you what does scare me a little bit, Vrabel. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
watching them Titan games, man, we have never had success against the Titans. Going back to that 2020 season, Tua's rookie season, do you remember when that game, what was it, raining? And I think it just happens every year where it's always that one game. Oh, we gotta win this game and we can make the playoffs. It's always that one game. I remember in
Yep, it started with
2020.
year one, even Buffalo.
Yeah. The last game of the year, Buffalo. We would have won that game. We would have made the playoffs. Exactly. But another game before the Buffalo game, we had played Tennessee, and I think, if I remember correctly, it was raining or something like that, and it was wet. And Tua started that game. They benched Fitzpatrick and they put Tua out there, and he played terrible. And they were talking about, they weren't prepared for the weather, even though they knew in advance that it was going to be a bad weather. My point is, he's never played good against Tennessee. He's never played good against Vrabel. Vrabel knows exactly what to do to throw that team off, to throw our team off.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's got me a little concerned. But I mean, I saw that Patriots Raiders game. I watched the whole thing. I think Tua is a comparable quarterback to Geno Smith. So I have no doubt that we could probably. I think it could be a similar game because that game was very close up until maybe like the third, fourth quarter when the Raiders started to kind of break it open. And Drake May made a couple of mistakes here and there. But the real question is, though, do we have a defense that's better than the Raiders? And the Raiders' defense has been atrocious for years besides Max Crosby. I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, I was hearing all these things in training camp about our front seven. I mean, they couldn't get anything done. That front seven on Sunday. So
Well, they better get something done against the Patriots, because if we don't win this game, it's gonna be that's whenever the real. You thought we saw bad stuff with the Dolphin fans this week. They don't win to beat the Patriots. It's gonna be a real problem, man. But Christian, I got a lot of people backstage. I want to get to some other people.
Thank you, brother. Much love, man. Bless your family, bro. Thank you for everything you do, brother.
Same to you, man. Where you work? You work for the electric company?
I work for Spectrum, bro.
Or the cable company?
Yeah.
Bruh, you just cut my cable off?
I'm out here in LA right now, man. That's why it's
cut me back on, man. I'm gonna pay on Friday.
Hit me up, bro. I'll hook you up, bro.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, man.
See you, bro.
Oh man, H-Town chopping true. Talk to me, man.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah. So, man, I listened to the collective today, and maybe I don't want to be doom and gloom. I know that CB83's like favorite thing to say. I don't want to be doom and gloom, but it's like I don't want to depend on an incompetent defensive coordinator. And for example, the only ones I think we're going to see is maybe the Saints and the Browns. And Browns is pushing it because their pass rush is pretty sick. But the Saints, I don't want to depend on some defensive coordinator who ain't gonna have a job long to say we're playing the Dolphins. Well, we're just gonna do what we do. We're gonna run our defense instead of looking at the film and saying if we take away the middle of the field like the Colts did, and we force them to have to throw on the boundaries or throw outside the numbers. You know what I'm saying?
You don't have it. Yep. It's been happening for years. And this is why Dolphin fans, a lot of them are delusional. They think that, it just didn't work this week because we didn't execute. No, it depends on the team we playing. There have been a lot. Let me tell y'all remember the Chargers literally with their third stringers destroyed us? Do y'all remember that game where they destroyed us? Tua turned it over 2-3 times again? They literally clogged the middle of the field. Then the very next year, they don't do none of the things they did. They literally play a base defense and get shredded by Tua. Yeah. And it's like some of these coordinators won't learn. They don't learn at all.
And it's that adjustment game because it's like, at least with Pat Mahomes, you remember the thing for Pat Mahomes, whenever he had his hot years, when he first started, the thing to slow him down used to be he wants big plays. So force him to have to take the short and go methodically up the field. And he struggled with it at first. Then he adjusted and he started taking what the defense gave him. And then it became, well, we don't know what to do with him anymore. Well, with Tua, there's no way to get around this outside of being able to throw outside the numbers. And I don't know if that's something you can just pick up. Like that's really just straight up arm strength. And I had a guy come into the spaces the other day and say, from guys who really study structure on how to throw the ball, something about Tua's mechanics is off. And I asked, is it a hip? You think it's the hip? And he's like, the way he's throwing is taking way too much effort and energy to get the ball to go the little distance that it is traveling. Like he's heaving it and it's not really going very far.
Well, I just think it's how the defense plays them. I was watching some of that film, and they were taking away that first read. They were literally, he was like, "Oh no, that ain't there." Like, oh my gosh. They were putting the number, and we're gonna do a film study. Honestly, tonight I was supposed to do the offensive film study and defense on Thursday, but I got behind. Couldn't go live, but we'll make up for it. We're gonna do the offensive and defensive studies on 2 different nights. I just gotta fit it in somehow. But be on the lookout for that. But thanks for calling through, bro.
Yeah, and one more thing. Thank you and Alan for not letting Omar get away with it, because I'm the biggest person on this. We can't run the football thing, and those little trash time, garbage time, Dak Prescott time runs do not count. We could not run the ball, and the run game had no effect on anything that happened with Indianapolis. But all right, agree. Thank you.
Thanks, bro.
No problem.
LaSalle, talk to me, man.
Doing good. I just see you doing your therapy, and I'm like, yo, as a Jet fan, I need therapy too.
Oh, man.
Because I'm seeing PFF putting us at the #1 graded offense in the league. Number one graded offense in the league, and we still lost. Like that's like, and you've been through that.
Didn't y'all turn the ball over too?
Only turnover we had was in the special teams.
That's all it comes up to, bro.
Yeah, it does. It does, bro. It does.
And here's the thing too. You probably still could have won the game, but Garrett Wilson got rocked and didn't hold on to the football. That's hey, it's tough. But y'all were there, man. And if you're gonna have a thriller like that, I'd never be down on a thriller like that. I would never be disappointed in my team.
I was angry, but I wasn't like, oh, I always suck, type shit. I wasn't like that. I was like, we lost, but it was such a good effing game, though. Such a good effing game.
Very good
game, man. And I and again, it's tough to really look at one game. Like it is one game. Like I'm gonna arrange it on you on Wednesday. Let it be known. But it is only one game. It is only 1 week, and all that. But the way you guys played, it was just pretty bad. That's like when we faced against the 49ers. Like we didn't understand it at the time, but when we got destroyed by the 49ers, it just showed us all we needed to know about how that season was going to turn out. It just showed us everything, and that's what I feel like that Colts game was. It was like that showed you everything.
Yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl to sell. We're going to the Super Bowl to sell. All right, LaSalle. I appreciate you coming through, bro.
See you on Wednesday, bro. See you on Wednesday.
All right, man. Thanks so much, bro. LaSalle in the building. I appreciate you. Greg, talk to me, man.
Yo, TD, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Time always tells. I think time has finally told.
Not yet. I promise you.
Not yet?
Yeah, we got one more fight. It's going to be one more push. And people going to be like, see, that's why y'all shouldn't give up so soon. He's him. Don't worry. It's coming. But we know how it's still going to end. I promise you. It's one more push in them.
This sucks as, for fans like you and me who have called this for day one. We knew this was going to happen. And TD, I'm kind of nervous here that we might make the playoffs and we might win a playoff game and we're going to keep these clowns in charge. I'm kind of nervous. This is why we got to kind of, we want to win as Dolphin fans, but on the inside, we kind of want to hope we lose because, the faster we can get rid of these clowns and press the restart button, the more time, or I don't know how to say it, but more time, better times to come, and that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And the more games we win this year, the more the can keeps kicking the can down the road. And even if we, make the playoffs and they get destroyed in the division round, it's going to ruin our draft pick, and we're going to have to, it's just not good right now. But we gotta hope for the best. Better times are coming.
Yeah, they are, but we just got to get through the rest of this, man. And it could be a whole nother year after this. I'm just saying, just prepare, okay?
I'm praying to the gods that hopefully it's a restart.
Well, they say we already did that, but I need it all cleaned out. But time will tell, and 1 week at a time. Let's see how the Patriots do, and we'll go from there. I appreciate you, Greg.
Got it.
All right, brother. We got a few more backstage. I'm coming to you, but Jeff King first. Say, hey, TD, just jumped on, excuse me. So if I missed your take on this, I'm sorry. Be honest with me. Do you think McDaniel needs to go? Be honest. Your heart, I don't know FKN, what that means. Your heart, what does your intellect tell you? F your heart then. Okay. He does need to go. Here's why. He burned his bridge with me wanting to see him with his quarterback, because remember, McDaniel ain't pick a quarterback. He inherited one. But he burned his bridge for that excuse by continuing to cap for the one we have. See, McDaniel would have been better off distancing himself from Tua when there was a contract dispute and saying, I believe in Tua, but also telling the organization, don't pay him. Let's see how he does this year. That would have been a huge win for McDaniel, because they would have made him play on the 5th-year option, and we would have found out what we found out last year. We would have been in the running for a quarterback last year, and McDaniel would have had his own guy, and it would have bought him another 3 to 4 years. Bam. But he didn't. He went all in on the guy who got him hired to begin with, because it's the only reason he got hired, because he said he could fix Tua. But when he got that extension, he should have distanced himself right then and there and said, I would make him play on the 5th year. Let's evaluate this season. Because McDaniel knows the secret that we all know, but they're not telling anybody. He had to dumb everything down and make it basic to where Tua could operate it using his strengths. And if somebody take away those strengths, there are no other gimmicks, gadgets, or things McDaniel can do. So we don't know if McDaniel has more in the bag, because he'll never go to it regardless with Tua. So we don't even know if he's capable more as a coach, because he has to keep Tua in that box to give himself his best chance. He can't go outside of it and Tua look even worse, which hurts him anyway. So you burnt your own bridge by not selling to us that maybe there is more you have, because we'll never find out now. So that's my take on that. He got to go. He endorsed this foolery, so he's a part of the problem. Andres, talk to me.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, here's the problem with the Dolphins. It's not Greer. It's not Coach McDaniel. It's Stephen Ross. Ever since he got the team, he's been trying to make it elegant like a swim team and not a football team. He got a soft spot for y'all GM. He gave y'all the fruitiest logo and colors in the league, and he made the overall fan base think a playoff win is acceptable and not a Super Bowl. Dolphins need masculinity back in the organization. Y'all got a soft head coach. He physically looks and sounds soft. Y'all got a soft GM. All those extensions last year to please the players. The logo is the most feminine in the league. I don't care what anybody says. And y'all been sucking ever since y'all changed it. The QB soft because he got bullied by Flores and smiling on the bench after causing 2 turnovers. Grown men don't let other grown men bully them. That's a victim mentality. You can't be doing that, especially as a professional athlete. It's not how it goes. Only dogs y'all got on your team is Tyreek and A-Chan, but A-Chan needs to speak up more. He don't be like venting on the sideline. I don't ever see him emotional. And my last thing I'll say is the message to like Tua fans who want Tua to keep playing, how can you truly care about Tua when he's one concussion away from possibly being permanently disabled for the rest of his life in like the most physical sport in the world? So like that's all I had to say. That's my opinion.
Some believe, man, he could have actually sustained one, but we won't know. It could explain him being unaware of his turnover clusters. It could explain the nonchalant behavior. I mean, I don't know. I'm chopping at the bit. I have no clue, but all of those things could possibly be what's. I don't know, man. It's wild work to me. It's wild. But what I will tell you, I give Stephen Ross a little bit more pass than most people because he's an owner that doesn't know ball. And he's doing the best he can by at least providing what he knows, which is money, to the situation. Unfortunately for him, he just have the wrong advisors. See, what you're supposed to do when you're an owner that don't know ball, you're supposed to spend money on people who do. And you won't know if you got that right or wrong for 15, 20 years. Because you'll blame the coach, you'll blame the GM, you'll blame the coach, then you'll blame the quarterback, then you'll blame the GM, then you'll blame the coach, and then you realize it's been 15 years, man. Y'all probably the problem because y'all endorsing all of this. Y'all telling me to do it.
Yeah, but Stephen Ross can count. He knows 1 from 0, and he knows that he has had 0 playoff wins since he's owned the team. So
here's the thing.
He's not that dumb. He knows when his business is failing. Like
so let's do this. Let's make you Stephen Ross. You got Ryan Tannehill. You got him fresh. You got a young guy. You got to see that out for 3 to 4 years, right? And then Ryan Tannehill actually does have his best season as a Dolphin headed in the right direction, and you pay him. Whether you believed in him or not, he actually did until he got hurt. It got him paid, and you're locked down for 2 more years. Now you kind of you remember Chris Greer doesn't have full autonomy of the team at the time. So now you're like, oh, Tannenbaum got to go. He was the issue. You're making change as an owner. Yeah, you're doing the right thing. Oh, no, he got to go. Tannenbaum's gone. Okay, Chris Greer, you're going to take the reins. Then you start a whole new rebuild. And you get rid of everybody. You're plotting to get Brady. You lose draft picks. You go through that. Then you move on from Flores. What is Stephen Ross supposed to do? And then all of a sudden, his Tua era is taking off. What is he supposed to do? He knows numbers.
He never believed in Tua because he would have never tried to get Tom Brady or Lamar Jackson. I mean, that's been...
But here's the deal. Now what he was trying to get Lamar. Stephen Ross was trying to get Lamar. Stephen Ross was the one who picked that phone call up and said, if you can settle with all of them, I'm coming to get you right now.
Yeah, well,
he couldn't settle with all of them.
He never believed in Tua because he would have never tried to get Tom or Tua.
Yeah, that's true. But again, now as an owner, what am I supposed to do?
Hey, get it right.
Okay, right. How though? How?
You keep trying. You don't go with the same product and keep failing. I mean, that's nuts.
What's the same product? What's the same product though? We're bringing in another coach.
A different coach, yeah.
They did. Mike McDaniel.
No, okay. He tried to get Sean Payton before Mike.
Couldn't get him. Couldn't get him.
He settled.
He couldn't get him though. We lost the first round pick trying.
Yeah,
he tried.
I understand that, but he settled for a lesser coach. So he had an idea of a quality coach in Sean Payton, who's won a Super Bowl before, and then he settled for a coach with no coaching experience. I have a hard time believing that he wanted. But he couldn't
get him. But he couldn't get Sean Payton.
I understand that, but he should have kept looking in the market for a coach with some experience and not extend Mike McDaniel to a extension with no results, really.
But I mean, he had that
70 game.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know that he needs somebody to fix the investment in Tua. He needs somebody to fix the investment. This is what the people in the front office are telling him. He don't know ball. Well, Tua is fixable. Greer saying Tua fixable. The advisor saying Tua is fixable.
You can't be
Okay,
spending
well,
hundreds of millions of dollars and not know what you're doing, man. Like, if that's what
bruh,
Steven is doing,
the
then that's
truth
an
is
outrage.
that's 80% of the owners, though.
I'm not sure about that.
It is. Tell me which owners know ball. It's really a handful of them.
They fire their GMs when they fail.
And they still failing.
Yeah, but they make the change.
And they still failing.
But it's better than staying with the same person who's giving you the same results instead of experimenting.
But Ross has made the changes.
He's had Chris Greer for a while. He's the longest.
No, Chris Greer didn't have control until this rebuild. He gave Chris Greer full. Tannenbaum had control before. He fired Tannenbaum and told Chris Greer, "You now have full control." That's this whole rebuild. Now it's failed. This is why I kind of give Ross a. I know what you're saying. You're right, technically, but technically he doesn't know ball, so it's like blaming him is a waste. It's really his advisors. They're the bad apples.
You don't keep the same advisors if your company is failing like that.
But
anybody knows
you're
that.
right. But here's the point that I was trying to make to you at the beginning. You don't keep the advisors if your company's failing, but sometimes when you don't know ball, you don't realize it's your advisors until 15 years later, because this is what your advisors are doing. They're saying, hey, that general manager ain't it. All right, fire Tannenbaum. Greer, you're in charge. All right, now it's we need a quarterback. All right, tank for a year, find a quarterback. We got Tua. Hey, man, this head coach is the issue now. He's killing our investment in the young quarterback. All right, well, get rid of that head coach and bring in another coach who can support our quarterback. You bring the coach in. All right, things aren't going well, but these things happen, Ross, because injuries, you see the massive. Yeah, I hate that, and I don't really want to hear that, but I get it. I'm going to take y'all word for it for now. He's just following it along. It's about to hit the fan now. Next year, next offseason, or in this season, it's going to hit the fan. But it's like when people say he should know better, he actually shouldn't. He doesn't know better. It's the advisors. I think we're about to finally get to that point where he realized I got to change all y'all too, them and all y'all. And I think a whole new clean out might be coming soon. And this is the right time to do it. Wanting him to have done it earlier, he wouldn't have never known better. Just my thoughts, man.
Yeah, I know you giving him the easy way out. I'm not.
It's
obviously, you can make a lot of mistakes when you have a lot of money, but I'm not giving him a pass. You know, I think he shouldn't have never changed the logo. I think the logo, the old colors were much more cool, much more physical, much more intimidating. You know, people aren't the new logo, and this is just my opinion. I know the people like the logo, but this is a physical football team. You need people to believe in like what they're doing. I know it's a sport, but the logo is it's not
it's
tough.
Our foundation. It's part of our foundation. What we kind of built, you know. It's what a lot of fans want. But he changed it. He wants his identity on the team. And that could be a part of the problem too. But I appreciate you coming through, bro.
Yep.
Thanks, man. All right. We got Matthew. Talk to me, man.
TD, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
TD. You don't know me. I've never called. Do you do call-ins?
Yeah, I just haven't done them in a while, but I'm getting back to them now. That's why we do this.
You're gonna love to hate me, but I knew this was coming, man. I knew this was coming. Tua is the only quarterback. If I had all the starting QBs, and if I had to pick, I pick every other quarterback before Tua except Anthony Richardson. Tua is horrendous. Even without the injuries, he is horrible. Mike McDaniels is horrible.
Yeah.
You guys are going to get dog walk the entire year. I mean, you guys could win 2 games. You guys are going for Arch Manning. You guys are so horrendous. Tyreek is going to get the heck out of here. Mike McDaniels is probably get fired, like what Dan said after that Buffalo loss, which I will be at. I'll be at that game. You guys, it's it's a dumpster fire. You guys are horrendous, and I'm enjoying it because I'm a Bills
Oh,
fan.
you say you're gonna be at the game?
Bills Dolphins in Miami. It's my first ever Bills game.
Okay. Well, enjoy South Florida, man. But yeah, man, it's tough right now. But you know what? In actually about 9 days we'll be in Buffalo, and that I'll be at that game.
I
Okay.
know.
So
I
we'll.
live in South Florida.
Oh, okay,
I live in
man.
West Palm. And
Ah,
I see all these Dolphins fans complaining, and I'm like, dude, your team is so ass. I'm like, shut up.
but we gonna
Like,
beat y'all.
you guys don't have a chance in hell.
Yeah, time will
And the
tell,
worst part is your backup quarterback room is horrible. Zach Wilson is horrible. Quinn Ewers is nowhere near a starting quarterback level. I'm not saying Quinn Ewers is bad, just not a starting quarterback. You can't just put Quinn Ewers in. And Zach Wilson is ass on its own.
man. You better
You
watch
guys should have invested in like a Kirk Cousins or like at least drafted a not a quarterback in the seven horrible management. And it's management, it's the players. What's the players? Because you guys have players on your roster. You guys have players like Tyreek Hill. I'm one of the few Bills fans that actually support Jalen Waddle. Like
out.
you guys have players, just like the few players that stand out. I like Charles Robinson. I like Kenneth Grant. It's like the most important positions of a football organization you are bad at, and that is why you guys are bad. You guys could have like the Bills do not have the best wide receiver room, but we're so good because we have good front office management. We have a pretty good head coach. We have a good offensive defensive coordinator, and we have the MVP. That is why the Bills are good. The Bills don't. You guys have everything the complete opposite of what the Bills have. You guys have a flashy wide receiver. You guys have flashy defensive players. You guys don't have a coach. You guys don't have a front office. You guys don't have a QB. You guys, then that's you. That's until you guys get those things, you guys will not be competitive. And the only problem is the Jets are getting better. The Jets just did the thing what you're about to do 2 years in advance. They fired everyone. They got rid of everything, and now they're just getting out the bad. And Patriots are doing the exact same.
Well,
You guys are late to the party.
you do me a favor. Friday, when after the Dolphins Bills game, you make sure you call into the show when we beat y'all. Okay.
The unfortunate problem is I got band practice that night, and I'm gonna probably miss it.
You running. You running. You know
I'm not
what's
running,
gonna happen.
man.
You
I
know
don't even
what's
have to
gonna
call it.
happen. All right.
Hey, if it's after like 9:30, I'll do it after 9:30 because that's when usually I get home. I'm usually in eat some food. I'm excited for that Thursday game. I'm excited for the game in Hard Rock. Like I've been to many Hurricanes games at Hard Rock, so
Mm.
I know South Florida. I know
Well,
you Dolphins fans. I have many of them in my ear.
well,
Like you, freaking what's it, Tyler Sports? I have all y'all in my ear, and I just listen to it, and I just know they're just spewing nonsense. But hey, JD, I love you, man. It's just your team is horrendous, and you just got to understand that. And I know on this show you understand it. But once you go on the AFC's roundtable, it's Tua for MVP, Mike McDaniel's him. You're getting better. You're getting better. But
well, listen, man. We'll see y'all in a few weeks, man. You bringing
hey,
doom and gloom.
all
I'll
love, all
talk to
love.
you later, bro.
Go Bills.
Oh man, see, I hate that the Bills are so dominant in this division. It like absolutely aggravates me, man. Maybe one day we'll have better days where we can laugh at them, but right now, man, they really owning us, y'all. But anyway, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'll be back with y'all tomorrow. It's so much stuff I want to cover, and I won't even be able to get to it all. I want to talk about Asante Samuel's going off on the Dolphins. I still want to talk about the press conferences. I want to talk. It's so much I want to cover, but I'll get through as much as I possibly can. But hey, hopefully we turn it around this week. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love you. Thank y'all. Y'all stay blessed. Good night to all. Peace. I am out. Thank you for everybody who blessed this channel as well. Real quick, just in case, let me make sure. All right. All right, we're good. All right, y'all. Love y'all. See you tomorrow. Peace.